Welcome inside the Ramsey Center, where two teams come looking for a big-time Southern Conference win. The Catamounts coming off a win, their first in the conference play on Thursday night. Wofford, a tough loss on the road at UNC Greensboro. A big game for both these teams, Sean.
Yeah, really a good chance for Western Carolina to keep some momentum rolling here in conference play, and a chance for Wofford to get back going again.
You look, both these teams short-handed, missing key contributors, but some of the contributors that'll take us through this game today. You look at the other side for Wofford, it starts with a sophomore, a young, talented player in Chloe Wanick.
Yeah, Chloe Wanick, 15 points per game. She's really been fueling this offense, especially with Kendra Washington going down early on in conference play. She's really been doing well. 20 points against UNCG on Wednesday, 5-3. She likes to light it up from three.
Another player that went over the 20-point plateau in their last game, it's Rosia Farrington from Western Carolina. She was nothing short of sensational on Thursday night.
Yeah, she's got the very similar situation that she's got to deal with. She's picking up for Sheree Bonner as well as Emily Hatfield. Got to pick up some production there. 24 points, you said it last game. She's going to be a big part of the game today.
64-62. Time winding down. Huff to the basket. We're tied with 30 to go. Full court pressure nearly forced a 5-second count. Now the Catamounts come the other way. Harris, step and fire. And a little nylon on the way down for Tess Harris. She will fling it over to Farrington. 3 ball on the way. Bang! And a big triple. She's now hit 2 huge threes late in quarters to really help her team's cause. A couple of threes that ended the third quarter. And Sean, anything you can do? Well, Corella said I can do a little bit better to end the third.
Yeah, I suppose I asked for that a little bit in that third quarter. I said she wasn't contributing necessarily the same way she did the first time these two matched up. 18 points last time they matched up. She hits a 3 to answer Rosia Farrington's 3 on the other end.
And really could prove to be a huge basket for Wofford, as at the time the lead had stretched itself out a little bit. It was up to 9, the largest it had been all day for Western Carolina. And a big-time playmaker in Corella making a play. And give Farrington credit, she had an open look for a 3, and it's one of those late in the quarter when you can run out the quarter. If you take it, you better make it, and Farrington did just that, as Wofford will get the ball to start the fourth. A chance to go 2 for 1, if you will, into the third, start of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, definitely a chance to get back within 4, maybe even 3 here if you get another 3.
On the floor for Wofford, it's Booker, Wanick, Penholster, Lambden, and Corella. Wanick has it left wing, as Western Carolina hopes their defense can propel them perhaps to a second conference victory. Booker trying to change that narrative and throws it away, and the turnover bug has really started to play Wofford here in the second half, as that's now 15 for the ball game. Give you a little bit of a set of where we were at halftime. They had 8 at halftime.
Yeah, and Western Carolina had 10 at the half there, and they've still got 10, so they've done really well so far here in the second half. It's interesting to see Wanick really not been effective when she's not driving the ball. If she's settled kind of on the outside, she has to find someone to pass to. She doesn't really help the offense when she's out there at the arc.
Johnson backs her way in, a turn and fire well off the mark, and frustrated with herself that she didn't get a better result after trying to penetrate inside. And she's seen Tess Harris, a guard for Western Carolina, play a little bit in the post. She tried to do the same thing, and she'll get a visit to the bench as Angel Allen will check in. Brown nearly got a steal. Now Penholster with some room to operate. Picks up her dribble, though. Gives it to Corella, and she'll bring it the rest of the way. Kyle Rush, Sean Spencer, glad you're with us as we're in the fourth quarter between Wofford and Western Carolina. A game that could go a long way for both these teams down the stretch of the season. Farrington, drive, dish, work it around. Harris thought about the 3, now goes on the dribble, draws the foul, will go for 3 the old-fashioned way. How about the play of the freshman, Tess Harris?
Couple of 3-pointers, and then she's really gotten after it down in the paint there, and I thought maybe the 3 was the way to go there, but she may find a 3 this way. She fights through the contact and gets the soft roll, the Ramsey roll as you called it earlier.
Boy, how about the take from the freshman, and shares the laugh there as she has a dozen now, and now we'll go to the free throw line, make good on the 3-point play. She has a game-high 13 points By far the best she's played since her concussion injury at the beginning of the year. Saddled her for 8 games. And perhaps this could be a coming out party for Tess Harris the rest of the way.
Not only that, she's 5 of 5 in this game so far. Perfect from the floor.
Corella, another triple, not this time, just off the mark, and a foul called on Western Carolina.
I believe it's going to be called on Julia Brown. She looks a little upset with the call, and you're going to bring Timber Moats back in here because Brown is now on her 4th foul.
The foul is on Brown, and remember, could really be a problem for Western Carolina, and Coach Garrity, I think, trying to take advantage. Moats has 3 as well, so the 2 post players Western Carolina have 4 and 3 fouls respectively, and we still have 8.5 to go. Wanek drives and finishes. She'll get the free throw to go with it.
Yeah, and that foul not going to be on Moats. I believe that's going to be on Angel Allen, so that's not going to hurt your post fouls there, but still, again, we get back to kind of Wanek has to really drive to get her points, it feels like. She can shoot the 3, but she hasn't really today.
Wanek 6 of 10 from the field, and she now can't convert on the free throw, but you would have to imagine she'll be a big part of this 4th quarter equation if Wofford's going to climb their way back and come from behind here in the 4th quarter.
That's the first missed free throw from Wofford as well.
Allen, she'll turn and fire off the curl. No. Battle for the rebound. Booker comes away with it. She wants to push the tempo for the Terriers. Into the corner. 3 ball on the way. Too strong. Corella and Booker crash the offensive glass. Booker, excellent ball movement. Wanek, a chance at a triple. No. Penholster, the finish and the foul for Penholster. Back-to-back +1s, and this time it'll come in the second chance points variety. 22 offensive rebounds for Wofford, none bigger than that one.
Yeah, 22-6 in the offensive rebound category for Wofford, and we keep coming back to that. It's the missing of Hatfield and Bonner that really hasn't helped Western Carolina down there, but they've made really good on their first opportunity shots. They haven't needed those offensive rebounds so much.
And the free throws from Wanek and now Penholster, the first 2 Terriers to shoot free throws without the name Cairo Booker. She had all of Wofford's 8 attempts in the first 3 quarters. The lead now 4 for Western Carolina. Shot clock under 10 seconds to go. A foul, and this one will be on Moats, and she has 4. And now Coach McCormick is running her way into a post-foul trouble problem. No Hatfield, no Sheree Bonner. And the post players she has both have 4 fouls.
Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of trouble there. You might have to bring Tess Harris down into that post if you really get into a dire situation. She does have a little bit of height advantage down there.
Coach McCormick talks it over with Christy Ween, our head official. We'll take a break with them. 56-52, the Catamounts lead by 4. Set to be joined by head coach Stephanie McCormick. And, Coach, we talked about it at the end of that game Saturday. I asked you about Kaya Huff. You used one word, fighter, and we saw it again tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Kaya really brought it tonight. And, you know, we've been challenging to bring it on more consistent basis. And I think she did that. She made some incredible big plays today.
You talked about the game in Greenville. Didn't go the way your team wanted. It was a tough, hard-fought game, and one where Furman dominated much of that basketball game. What was the difference here tonight for your ball club?
Well, I mean, I think they got a lot more offensive rebounds against us, and we turned the ball over probably the same amount of time. It's the passion that we played with in the second half. In the first half, their place, it was still a 5-point game.
Right.
And then we came out in the second half, and we were really just didn't have a whole lot of fight in us, didn't have a whole lot of passion about us, and we went away from everything we were doing.
You look at how this game turned out. Coming in, no Sheree Bonner, no Emily Hatfield, and your team found a way. Julia Brown, Timber Moats, talk about the job they did filling in.
Oh, they did an incredible job, but I mean, not just Timber and Julia, but by committee. I mean, a lot of times we had guards out there playing post, and it was all mixed up at times. And I just give my team all the credit in the world for being able to handle the adjustments that we had to make at the last minute for a team that beat us by 30 at their place.
Rosiah Farrington, at times in her young career, has showed she can absolutely take over a basketball game. Describe her performance tonight.
Well, she was fearless. We told her she needed to take shots. She needed to take shots and not pass up shots. And she accepted that. She went out and did what she does, and she handled the ball well and attacked and shot the ball well. She took what was there for her, and I'm so proud of her for being able to bounce back and do that.
What does a win do as far as a shot in the arm of confidence now, knowing you have 4 of your remaining 6 games here at home in the conference play? Talk about what this win does going forward to Saturday and then beyond.
Well, Kyle, as you know as well as I do, we just needed a win. Going through the first half of the conference without a win, it can be very deflating for a team. It can be crushing. But they never stop fighting, and that's our team. We just never stop fighting, especially, when we lose our 2 starting post players and then be going into the second round of conference without a win in conference could just crush most teams. And I give my team all of it, all the credit in the world for that not being the case and for them continuing to fight and believing. They actually had a lot of belief in what we were doing and what we had going into Furman, and I couldn't be happier for them.
Well, Coach McCormick, we won't keep you any longer. I'm sure there's a celebration in that locker room you want to be a part of. We'll see you Saturday as you get set to take on Wofford.